Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstones, citation to the whole fillet. That's pushing the truth across the four corners of the truth, and truth and sincerity and charity. All right, this is the brother Amawan Abad from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. Don't get to the sentence going to it's a quick sentence going to Baal, how you so-called white people, well, really, how the men of the Lord, we fishing, for the elect, we're trying to get the elect sealed, and Lord willing, hopefully, that I'll be part of the number and the brothers are laboring with and so forth, that, be part of the number, we fishing for the elect or the so-called Negro Latino natives, the elect, but then it's going to come a point where that's going to stop and it's going to go to, being a hunter and getting at these so-called white people, Esau Edom, Edomites, these other nations, and put them into slavery. So I'm getting to it. It's Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, except the Lord Yahweh Shah, and they shall fish them. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. We're teaching His word, and through the Spirit power Yahweh Shah, we're teaching the word. We're teaching His word in truth and sincerity, to hopefully, me myself first and foremost to hopefully be part of the number and be delivered, and also teaching bringing in hoping and teaching the word to bring in the elect, and to have the elect sealed, and then the next phase will be to the physical, what's gonna be is when the Lord returns, Yahweh Shah to take down the so-called white people, Esau, Edom, Edomites, and 144,000 being delivered, and then being rulers of this earth, and putting these, like I said earlier, putting these other nations, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, Edomites, red man, these other nations into slavery. But we read on, and after what I send from many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rock. So yeah, when that time comes, these elites, these bankers, these Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and so forth, they'll be hiding in the bunkers, But once the smoke clears from the destruction, the smoke, that when the Lord returns in the chariots, what y'all call UFOs, and the angels, when the elect come down from the chariots, we're gonna get these devils out the bunkers and put them in slavery, man. You so-called white people, Esau, you elites first. Y'all not gonna get away from your judgment, man. You're gonna go into slavery. You're not gonna escape the Lord's judgment and what's for you. What's for you, and it's gonna be hardcore slavery, and because y'all put the so-called Negro Latino natives, the Israelites into slavery, and y'all go into slavery as well. The nation of Edom, Esau, Edomites, y'all gonna go into slavery. The red nation, it's y'all turn going into hardcore slavery. It's gonna be double though. It's gonna be worse than what y'all did to the so-called Negro Latino natives, but and all the other nations as well. So that's gonna be what's the next phase after the elected seal. That's the next phase of to come. The downfall of this place, America, the destruction, and then once the smoke clears, it's gonna be take over the elite of the so-called Negro Latino natives, 144,000. The elite's gonna take over the earth and put this earth in righteousness and having the right rulership, man. The house of David, under Yahushua, So that's what's going on. That's the next phase that's gonna come after this phase is over with. Once the elect is completely sealed. So next verse. And I'll end it off with this. Is Revelation 2:27. I ain't want to make this too long. Just a short sit down. Revelation 2:27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, and a vessel of potter shall they be broken to shivers. So yeah, We're gonna break these other nations with the rod of iron, man. We're gonna have power, man. New bodies gonna be we're gonna be strong and just do all kind of things, man. You know, but we're gonna rule them with the rod of iron, man. We're gonna be knocking up the so-called white man, the red people, the red nation, Esau, Edom, and these other nations. I don't know. In these other nations, hitting their head with the rod of iron, man. You know they're gonna be shaking, man. These so-called Edomites, man. You know, the red people. You know, the red nation gonna be shaking, man. Once they see the rulers, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites in power, man, getting their head beat in, man. You know, that's the the future prophecy to come, man. Having these nations in suggestion, man. You know, so I don't want to make this sitting too long. I just want to go into that. You know, so that's the next phase after the elect to seal. That's what's next to come. You know, so that again, like we all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. You know, citations to the Sissi Aki and brothers. You know, and to the few Akwa sisters on the do listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. Say shalom.